here with me in the person of Mrs. Abosede Cole, the head teacher for a primary school level. Ma, can we meet you?
Hello viewers, I am Cole Abosede Mrs. I am the head teacher of Susdis Primary School here in Ilogo Road, Ogun State. By the grace of God, I have my first degree in English, and then I have a postgraduate diploma in education. And to the glory of God, all my life, the only thing I've been doing is teaching.
Oh, thank you, Ma. You're welcome, ma'am. Today on this talk show, we want to talk about benefits of education. Ma, is there any benefit we have or we can gain in a primary school level of education?
Yes, I think the benefits of education, either primary, secondary, tertiary level, cut across. The benefits are what we are talking about as a gain of education. And then if we don't take from the first level of formal education in Nigeria, which is the primary level, then we cannot talk about the secondary school, we cannot talk about the tertiary institution as well. So I want to say that the gain of the process of teaching and learning, which is education, cuts across board. It can be societal, even in the primary level, and it can be personal. It can be societal, it can be personal. But I want to look more into the personal benefits of education, in the primary school level. Number one, when you look at it, if a child did not go to school, does not have the formal education which starts in the primary level, then you realize that such children are lay about.
Wow.
The first thing a parent needs to give to his or her child is education. And in Nigeria, education starts at the primary level. So what does it do to children in this sector, in this level of education? Number one, it makes for improvements in their behaviors. When you see a child in the primary school, either primary 1, primary 2, there will be a difference between a child that has never been to school of the same age. The way a child in the primary school will conduct himself or herself is highly different from the way someone that has never gone to school will behave. That's the first benefit. Improvement on behavior of the individual, of the child that has been to the primary school. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the language skills. Yes, you see that even if a child is being taught at home, the only teaching that a child can get in the house is not the formal education. It's just the moral education that a child can get at home. And then, if you want, it's a parent that is learning that will be able to, impact, educational skills on a child. And you cannot compare it to when that child is going to a formal institution. Now, it makes their language skills better. When you see a child in the primary school, then they are learning to speak well, they are learning to, their phonics, the diction, the way they compose themselves, the spellings, everything, it will be different from a child that has never been to a primary school before.
Okay, before we wrap up this session, is there any other thing we can add to these benefits?
Yes, by the time that it improves awareness. I am a student, I am a pupil, I'm going to school. When you see those thirsty children, you see them, they don't want anybody to help them to carry their bag. The awareness is being built up. I am going to school. I am going to school. It improves awareness of any child that is attending a formal school. I am going to school to learn. Readiness is there. It's available. Readiness is there. When a child is not going to school, the child can sleep from yesterday night 7 o'clock till any time. But a child that is going to school, consciously, unconsciously, the child is aware that I want to go to school. Self-confidence, that's another thing that formal education in primary school brings about self-confidence in children. I'm going to school, I know it. And that's why at times you ask children some questions, they might not know it, but they raise their hand. I want to answer. Confidence is there. They are teaching me. Let me give you an example. A question was asked on the primary school level, what is mucus? In basic science, mucus. And the child raised her hand. I know what mucus is. And it's the secretion that comes from our nose. And the teacher was, wow, beautiful. But actually, that was not what the teacher wanted. What the teacher wanted was when you make eba, you keep it somewhere, and in 2-3 days, the thing that comes over it is what we know as mucus. But you know, the teacher told them, clap up. Confidence is being built. You understand? Confidence is being. Now, another thing it does is that it brings about, growth in children. Growth in children. From one level of growth to another level of growth, even in the primary school. From one level of growth to another level of growth in the life of the children in the primary school sector of education.
This is a great one, viewer. I believe you have learned 1, 2, 3 or other in this session we had with our dear guest, Mrs. Abosede. We appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much. We can now say that from the crash, from the elementary level, which is the primary school level, to secondary level, to tertiary level, and all that, we have a benefit of education. Until we meet next week, don't forget to like, then you share. Stay connected.